Can I get the test from Low really quick? Again.
Hello.
Peter Piper picked a piece of
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Peter Piper picked a piece of pickled pepper.
All right, I can hear him, but he's drunk.
It's
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not.
Peter
Piper
picked a peck of pickled pepper.
Peter Piper
Picked a peck.
picked a
Peck.
a peck.
Yeah.
Pickled
That's too
pepper.
easy though.
Pickled peppers. Oh, that's dope.
Dab.
Oh.
I wish I could rap. I just don't have the mic capacity.
I think. No, the lung
Like this.
capacity. You
Like
said
this.
mic capacity.
No, I don't have the. I don't have
You need
the.
the lung.
I don't have the patience.
You know what you
nor
don't
the-
have? You don't have a heart. That's what it is.
I don't know what it is.
No
You,
heart.
you,
You
you
got
don't.
no heart.
I just don't like talking a lot, and
This is
then
dope.
not
You don't like
rhyming.
talking a lot? I don't believe that shit.
You don't have bars.
I don't have bars.
You don't
I
have
don't.
bars. You can't rap. You don't have bars.
This
I
is
have-
dope. This is dope, though. This is dope.
This is dope.
I remember this. I remember when you made this.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I remember this too. I've been transported back to 04.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
said that you made
that's
this
right,
one.
baby. We're back. This is OMP, the originals, and we got Jimbo. What's up, Jimbo?
What's up? What's up?
We got Lolo.
Hey.
Damn.
Hi.
That
How you
stupid
doing?
Barry
Steve?
White
Here we go, here we
voice.
go.
I didn't. No, I'm sounding nasal today. That's why.
Elo's in the house.
What's going on?
P.
What's up, YangGang 2020?
Oh, I like it. Start
You know who this is? This is Steven. And we're back, baby. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. People got married. People went on their honeymoons. People doing tax time, doing taxes. People can't play basketball because they hurt all the time and dropping beers as they stand.
Don't call me out, bro.
Diets. People started diets and shit, losing weight.
Changing for the
man.
It's been a busy-
2019
yeah,
and
the
20.
whole life cycle going
It's been a
on.
busy 2019, guys.
I know, and it's freaking already March. It's going by fast too.
You know what went by fast? Cash Money taking over for the 992.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
That beat kind of sounded like a Manny Fresh kind of influence on that beat. There's
not
a little
about it.
Manny
That's
Fresh
true.
in there.
Jim, tell us about that.
I wasn't getting my roll on at that.
Okay,
that moment.
yeah. Well, who was your influence on you
That
making
was
your
all.
beats?
That was all. Actually, that was
Kanye.
Yeah, that was a Kanye. That was
I
the
heard Kanye,
Kanye
yeah.
Talib Kweli song. What was that song? Goodbye. That's that influence of that song. And then I found the Peruvian beat to put on it. So.
Nice.
So just so you know, I'm gonna start starting the show with some of my old beats. So if something you like, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah.
Or
He's selling them for
it's up
25
for sale.
cents.
Yeah,
or
they're for sale.
or if you have a beat you'd like to feature on OMP, just let us know.
We're not paying you. I'm not paying you.
I don't care how good or bad it is. I want to hear it, and I will put it on the show. So,
At Loren.
And if you're lucky, I'll spit a couple bars.
yeah. So email at admin@oldmillennialspodcast.com. Cool.
Here we go.
All right. So what's up, guys?
Not much. You're the one that just came back from a busy month. Was it you been gone for a month?
Yeah, I've been.
Jimmer, I ain't gonna front. I thought you were in heaven at one point.
Like felt like it.
You were walking on some type of mountain, and you see the fog above the mountains, and he's just walking along there. And I want him to like pan to the left to see Jesus.
There you go.
I met my boy Jesus. Nah, man, New Zealand is freaking awesome. Unfortunately, there was some bad news that
And
came
it's
out this
dangerous.
past week. No. It's the sad part about it. The sad part about the news was that I just came back from New Zealand, and the whole time I was there, I was like, "This is the way the world should be. Everybody's fucking nice as hell. Like people seem so accepting and progressive. Like no matter like you were walking, everybody said hi to you. Like it was just, it felt like." This is how everywhere should be, and I wish the United States could take some notes of, or at least Americans can take some note of how like people live over here. And then I get back, and 4 days later they have a mass shooting. It's just like fucking crazy and sad to me because it's like the last place I would think something.
Well,
like
you
that
think
would
about
happen.
it. Those people who have like mentally illness and all,
they're
let's
just-
call hate what it is. It's hate,
All right, that's crazy. Yeah, they're
Terrorism.
terrorists.
terrorism. Let's call it what it is. People who feel that and they only attack places like that. They attack places where there's nothing but love and
Right.
happiness because that's where they get the most reaction. Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking
Did you hear
for-
the story? It's so sad because the first dude that saw him was like, "Oh, welcome, my brother. Come,
Right.
come in or whatever." And he like, you know, what I'm saying, it's like the first
I got the
person
video
that
on
he
my
killed
phone.
or
You guys
whatever.
act like you didn't want to see it.
I don't
I
wanna
didn't
see
want
it.
to
No,
see
I don't
it.
wanna see
I
it.
don't want to see
I
it.
don't want to see it.
But
I know you.
I
Some
think-
things.
no,
you
you-
know that's when the that's
you-
when
you
that's
say
when
that.
the that's
No,
when the
you
young
s-
millennial or the old millennial in me, the really old
Yeah,
one,
that's
is
true.
like there's some things on the internet that's just not meant to be seen.
You say that, but at the same time, you want to see what really happened, what the world
not
really is about.
Not really.
Ignorance
If you
is bliss.
40
kinda, I understand. what you're saying.
40 plus people died. Now I'm good.
It's wrong. I wouldn't want somebody to
I don't
post
wanna see that
post
shit.
Is it
me
really
getting
40
shot.
plus people?
49.
49.
You don't want to desensitize yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to desensitize myself, but I don't want to act like
I
it
made
would
the-
not happen. That's
I-
the reason why. Because
I made the mistake. I made the mistake of, it was a couple years ago. I think WorldStar had a video of a school shooting that happened in Mexico or something, and it was like the kid legit. It was like the camera in the classroom, and like when he opened fire and then killed himself. And I made the mistake of watching that video. I was like, never again am I watching this kind of things because it's fucking horrifying.
No, I wouldn't want to
And
see
then
somebody
again,
off themselves.
and then after like Parkland, like even just the Snapchat videos of the kids crying and shit like that, like that shit just like took me. I was like, I don't want to see. Like, I think it's important for people to see that the reaction. I don't think it's important to see people to see the action of the shooting, but I think it's important for people to see the reality of how scared these people were or how scared these kids
But
were.
the thing, see, this is the thing that gets me. This is the reason why I'm like now. Before I probably would have checked it out, but after my accident
Right,
and then
yeah.
getting hit, you know, then I got hit in the face, and then I opened my eyes, and then all you hear is like someone in tremendous pain screeching. That scream that you heard,
It fucks with you.
that shit is like something I've never heard. Like I heard people scream like girls running out, you know, getting
Seeing a-
chased by
seeing a
friends,
lizard.
or seeing a lizard. Someone get scared, scream.
Where were
but
you?
that no, like it's a kid. Like you're running around,
Oh, okay.
you playing games, you chase a girl, and
Yeah.
the girl screams, right? Because she's playing. You're playing, right?
Sounds
Go
like
ahead,
me
joke. Yeah.
Sounds like me too. You-
I'm
We're
talking
gonna
about-
investigate that later on. So you just
I'm
keep
a
your
good
story
boy. I'm a
together.
good boy.
okay?
Anyways, but you hear screams like on TV and shit. That's nothing compares to someone actually in pain, someone who actually fucking
Right.
gets really, really hurt. Their scream always stick with me. That's just like, so I can imagine that's a bus accident. Someone hit something and broke something or
That's
got
an
hurt. That's an
accident,
accident. We're talking about someone
Killing.
act
killing
terror.
someone.
Act
That's
terror.
And the thing is that don't get me wrong, I'm not watching it for pleasure or anything like that, but I want to see exactly how it could happen.
Well, you know,
Well, you're not alone in
I
that.
know
Like,
you're curious about to see exactly what happened.
You're not
Because,
alone.
I mean, like
And
the way that I'm looking at it, even if I'm in the vicinity or seeing what's happening, like there were bodies laying on the ground, and just to make sure that they're not moving anymore, he put an extra 2 inside them.
right.
so like for me,
So that's a serious amount of hate, or just don't care, or you're not nothing for me.
for
to
me,
do.
like I kind of get that too with the scene mentality and stuff like that. Because when they did the one in Denver, the two guys,
Aurora.
no,
Oh no, Columbine.
when they did like the documentary and they went all over, you know, what these kids went through every day, the diary, the
They
stuff like
analyzed
that.
everything.
The analytical
You-
part of
you
it.
see exactly what
kinda
you get. That's what you get
So
from
maybe
it.
in a couple years when they analyze to see, you know, check out this dude, then they analyze the process and then check out the video. Maybe there's something that you can explore with the explanation. But like fresh out of the fucking thing, like
Yeah, I avoided that
today.
shit.
Now I'm good.
I can't.
I avoided that.
And I just hope, and what probably bothers me the most about all this shit, well, no, besides not the most, but one of the things is I just don't want to see this guy's picture. I don't want
Right.
to hear his name. Like,
Have
they
you,
shouldn't
though?
even say, like, he should just be unnamed. Like, there's just
Yeah.
some unnamed person who did this. No one needs to see his picture. No
That
one needs to
should-
see his name.
yeah.
It doesn't need to be highlighted. It
I
doesn't
gotta-
need to be a top news story
I
for
gotta
other
que-
people to fucking follow him.
should- yeah,
Copy
I gotta-
that
I got a question though. Have you though? Because I don't have cable, so I don't watch TV. But like on the news, or like on, I don't think I've seen
Everything
his
I've seen
name.
on
I
or-
Twitter,
still don't know who what his
everything,
name is.
everything I see on
So-
Twitter, they blurred his face.
Right. So this is
That's awesome.
So this is interesting to me because this is seeing a country like I have a full newfound respect for New Zealand. Like I didn't really know a lot about it, but being there, I was like, I felt like okay, they're doing something right because
Well, that's
the way
like-
the country's run. So now I'm seeing like after
Norway.
after like a natural like this is not natural obviously, but after like a tragedy, a national tragedy. Seeing the way they handle it, they're like the name and the face, none of that came out. At least I haven't seen it, and I'm looking at it as like that's the way I think it should be handled, right? Because even a day before there was a shooting in Brazil, and the kid said a school shooting in Brazil, and he said he's emulating Columbine. Like he legit said that he studied Columbine and all that stuff, and that was in his like his manifesto, or whatever. And you see the difference of like how America handles these kind of things versus like now you see like a very clear example of a place like New Zealand, and you haven't seen any other information other than the tragedy.
Well, I
and so
really-
that's interesting to me. That's
Well,
a
I
good
really
point by
think-
Paul.
I
but
think
you-
like people like the news sites and all these people are like, so they want the rating so bad, they want the attention so bad that posting something like that is gonna get hits. People are gonna check it out, especially this age where it's like it's on your phone. You get.
I just think this specific
you know what I mean?
example is interesting because you haven't seen that, and that's like it's a major.
Well, they think
tragedy.
differently. They freaking already said they're gonna ban semi-automatics.
Yeah, it was like 2 days, and they've already done it.
They're already
In New Zealand?
Yeah.
But doesn't New Zealand already have one of the strictest like gun laws?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I heard.
they still
But still, like
they
a day
still
or
had-
two, and they already banned it even more.
No,
like,
because
they-
But the guy wasn't
basically they
even-
said you could still purchase semi-automatics.
Yeah, but the guy's
now
not even
they're
from
talking
New
about-
Zealand. He's a Nazi.
yeah, but I mean, but still, it's like to see action happen so quick. And this is just obviously we're going off a little bit on this sad stuff. So, but really quick, like we've had over almost like 1,900 mass shootings in America since like in the last like 20 years.
20 years.
And we've had zero legislation. You have something that happened in New Zealand one day and 2 days later, they've already passed legislation. Like you see the difference.
Mm-hmm. Not that much.
I don't know if it's good or bad. Obviously, I'm a
Because
proud
we're a
American.
capitalist
but
nation, man. Like
Yeah, there's money
money.
off of
If
it.
there's money,
There's
if
too much money in
made of
politics.
guns,
Money gotta be,
many-
too many
much
people
money
have to
involved.
touch it before
Yeah.
anything happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
And, who's
otherwise-
gonna take this money out of politics.
otherwise, don't let
YangGang 2020.
Otherwise, really quick, just to put a bow on it, visit New Zealand. Like it's a sad thing that happened there, but the place is awesome.
Yeah.
Like check it out.
So
really
it
cool
actually-
place.
it actually is.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's actually a really cool.
They probably
place.
actually need the tourism now. Like, so it's supposed to not be a scary place. You know what I
and
mean?
it's not. And
so
it's
in
not- I think-
actuality, it's not really happening.
yeah, I think people should definitely check it out.
But
it's
it's
awesome
cool.
place. Yeah, very cool.
Xena
place.
was
Very cool, man. I'm
Xena-
glad you
Xena
guys
was
had
Is it a
it.
warrior princess?
Glad you had a good time on your honeymoon.
Definitely. Well, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see you guys.
Oh, let's tell you what's going on in America. All these crazy people coming out that want to run, and there was an interesting conversation in one of our groups about a certain candidate that's going to be running. Anybody want to elaborate on that?
YangGang.
Go ahead.
YangGang 2020.
Bang,
bang.
That's the most you can elaborate on.
That's all that needs to be said. No, I really like this guy's ideas and his progression of where he needs to take America, and not only saying what needs to be done, but going in front of problems that he sees.
Right.
And,
And
that's what I think is the most important. It's actually someone that actually knows what the fuck is going on and that wants to be ahead of the curve. Be
Right.
like, oh shit,
Yes.
this shit is coming. Let's not react to this shit. Let's do something right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He forecasts the future as far as what's going to happen, and he has something to tackle ahead of
He has a plan. Like when people interview him and he has his thoughts and he gets questioned, it's like you can really understand. A lot of times people just talk bullshit. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
so
they give
far,
such a-
they're so far
fucking
out
political response.
of just a normal life where he's not. You know what I mean? Like he actually understands what's going on and the struggles with people, but he has a plan. You know what I'm saying? And he is from people dog him or whatever because he comes from Silicon Valley and he was successful. But I don't think that's a bad thing for someone that ran a company, became thought of a project, a product, and made something of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows the hurdles that people go through. And he's just trying to make it easier. But I just like his ideas, and I just think, he's very clear with what he's trying to say. I think it's a fresher breath of air.
If you don't know who we're talking about, Andrew Yang is a Democratic candidate for president on 2020. Obviously, one of 20 because
85.
there's so many.
They got an
candidates
Avengers
now.
team.
Yeah, they're all
of the
coming out, and I
Democratic
think it's going to end up.
But it's
Or-
but
It sucks. It hurts.
It's
It's gonna
interesting
hurt the
because
Democrats right now.
when other people when you hear these Democrats talk, it's always like broad ideas, it's broad topics, it's very broad. Like he's saying very narrow, like this, that, and the third. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do A, B, and C
But-
in order. You know what I'm saying? Like he has this is what I'm going to do, which is very you hear people say, oh, we want to do Medicare for all, we want to do this and that, like broad plans, but not really steps
in
to
that certain
initiate.
category, because yes, he has great plans and he has an understanding of what's causing and what's happening, but that's only in the economic side.
Right.
As far as policies for foreign policy, as far as dealing with other countries trying to test us and stuff like that, haven't heard what he has or his history or background.
Okay,
like that.
yeah,
but that's
he
fine,
stands,
right?
I'm saying as
But your
far
boy-
as that is, as far as economy, he's standing out in that.
But your
But
boy
other than
Trumpito
everybody
has
else.
absolutely no.
But
No, he doesn't.
Every that's why you build who's your running mate.
You hire.
You got to balance
no,
yourself
I know,
out.
I
You're
understand
not
that.
gonna
I'm
be
saying as far as
number one in everything.
he's really good at is what's standing out right now. All
Okay.
the other candidates, what they're good at, they're not really standing
that-
out.
No, but this
Nobody wanna
is
hear that shit.
what I drew from him though. Listening to him speak
so far one of his stuff.
is not just what his foundation is, but when you hear him back up what he's talking
Yes.
about, you know that he does his research. So What I'm saying is, I'm sure he has a great policy on foreign policy and other things, other than his fear of automation.
And if not, he has somebody on his team to help him.
What I'm saying is that he has the what do you call this? He will do his homework and due diligence on trying to solve
I have
problems.
faith in him
He's a
with
problem
that.
solver.
Yes, he's not going to sound like an asshole or give no political answer. But the second he does that, it's going to make me start questioning him. And
because
that's the reason why you don't
and then
trust
the other
no
thing is that he's an entrepreneur.
Oh, and
so like that, like an entrepreneur, they know people.
And I really think
you know what I mean? So,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to clear up, but whoever becomes a president, either this round or next round, I mean, you gotta come from this tech background. You gotta understand what's going on and what's going to take us to that next level.
Okay,
we're done. I don't need another lawyer.
I have a question on this.
I really
so
don't.
I do have a question on this because how do you think his background looks to like the we have like a whole new we have a whole new generation of voters now, right? And they're growing up. Like the 18-year-olds that are coming in 2020 have experienced a lot of things that we haven't had to deal with, but they've also seen like this president, at least for 4 years, the current president. What do you think someone like Andrew Yang resonates with them because of his background, or is it because they're just tired of the usual? Because the reason Trump won is because people are tired of the usual.
Yeah. You know, he has a little bit of both though, because people are tired of the usual as far as
politician.
Yeah. But the thing is that he represents progression as far as because where he's coming from Silicon Valley, and he has ideas for the future, not what the same old school stuff. And he did point out about how the GDP was, how it's measured and stuff like that, and that's a 100-year-old scale versus what doesn't help us out now.
Right.
And times has changed and the economy has changed. So he represents a different form, and I think that the best way for us millennials to stand out is to all back behind him so far, because at this point in time, he is the person that stands out the most, and not because he's given $1,000, even though anybody would take $1,000 extra a month, even though some people disagree with that.
Yeah, and I agree with what you're saying. And the thing was, what I had a fear about for a while now, and what he's kind of tackling my fear without even knowing about, is like the problems we fight about right now. I fear a lot of them are bullshit. It's bullshit problems, right? There are real problems going to come in the next 20, 30 years. Like, there's going to be real problems. If you don't believe automation, that's kind of like people don't believe in like global warming or whatever. This isn't a theory. This is factual documentation that you can look at, right? So there's real problems that are going to have to be very hard problems that are going to have to be addressed in the future. And at least he's taking that step to tackle them because they're coming.
Well, I think I think what
PG's talking footnotes of my Star Trek theory. We're not going to get into that.
Well, no, we can get into it.
You don't want to.
No, but what resonated with me was exactly that, because I feel like he's taken such a big picture approach to the economy. Like, I think one of the things, and if nobody's checked it out, shout out to Joe Rogan's podcast, because I love it, and he actually had a great interview.
That's like the encyclopedia for the future.
Joe Rogan did so much for him, bro.
In the future, everyone's going to go back to that podcast because he speaks on thousands of different topics, and they cover it.
But what I liked, one thing he said that so many people who are covering the economy, or at least have thoughts on the economy, they only know and speak of what they know, right? It's like, you know, you get a bunch of blind people to touch an elephant, they all describe it differently because they don't see the whole elephant.
Oh, yeah.
And what he's saying is that he's looking at the whole economy and not just parts of it.
Yeah.
So he's not just looking at the mining industry and saying that this is the problem. He's not looking at just the truckers, this is the problem. Like, he's saying that as an economy as a whole, this is what we need. That's fascinating to me, because I haven't heard a politician really attack it in that way. And as far as automation goes, like, the company I worked for once had over 15 people doing one job, and now it's just me. Yeah. And I know how automation can affect that. And I'm only doing that because I manage it. I don't do what we used to do because we have computers doing that shit now. So tough. It's real. It's coming. It's affecting more industries than people think. But
it's going to affect every industry one way or another. Some industries will take longer for the effect to come, but it's coming. So at least, and that's going to be very hard discussions when we talk about, you know, UBI, universal basic income. And at least he's taking the steps there. You know what I'm saying? And I think putting the money in people's hands is better than giving it to some government program or some other corporation, like
a shell corporation.
Put the money where it belongs, in the people's hands.
Okay, but seriously though, if you're a new 18-year-old in 2020 and Andrew Yang wins the presidential, what do you do with $1,000 a month as an 18-year-old?
Spend that $1,000 putting a tattoo.
What do you do?
You put a tattoo of him on your shoulder.
I mean, my personal experience was I would have paid for school.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
I would have bought a Raptor because my school was paid for.
Ooh.
You know,
Oh, Raptor?
Yeah.
Bro, I would have the baddest.
Wait,
That's
a
$1,000
Raptor?
a month car.
Oh,
Truck.
you said a Raptor?
Yeah,
Ford
Chevy
Raptor.
Raptor.
Yeah,
Ford.
Ford Raptor.
Raptor.
I never heard of
That's a throwback. This is 2000.
Oh, yeah?
They still make them though. They just.
No, they're coming back with the Raptors.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
A
coming back.
Raptor? Wait, what is it? Like a one?
Wait, hold on.
It's a
Let me-
It's a
truck,
small
bro.
pickup truck.
It's a fucking fast ass truck.
It's a
Let me-
small pickup truck.
let me bring you guys back.
All
Okay,
right.
Imagine like coming out of high school and getting 1,000.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So, you know, there's the fear of the 18-year-olds having $12,000 a year
There's
and
nothing wrong
not
with
doing anything for it, just except that you're 18 and you're a U.S. citizen. But like, there's that fear. But if you really do take a look, and I'll look at my cousins, the younger people, the younger generation, and I'll think about like what they are all doing. They're on social media.
Right.
You have new avenues for young people that are just trying to sit at home,
Yeah.
go on Instagram and be sell
Star.
products. So if you think about it in that way,
They'll use it into good.
they're gonna
good
use
use.
it. They're gonna use it in a way to make money.
See, if it was
And
me,
I think that's a very important point because a lot of times people say, "Oh, 18-year-olds, 19, they shouldn't have it," or the rich people shouldn't get it, or whatever.
chill
It should
out.
be
She's
based
not
on
here to defend herself.
on a like income basis, which makes sense. But what he's saying is it being like a right of a U.S. citizen makes more sense. Because there's no programs to regulate you. There's nothing that's going to stop you saying, "Oh, you can only spend this like on basic needs, such as like food."
Right.
Like that's not the point. That's the point is for you as 18, 19-year-old. What Eric was saying was like, if you want to be a social media star or start a company, like use that money to do something with yourself.
You think about the
not having the regulations on it, I think is the right way to go about.
And think about the basis of how he's saying it. He's making you understand of what you're getting. He doesn't say welfare, you're needed, or something like that.
Yeah, no.
It's called a freedom dividend. It makes
That's
you feel that you're a
interesting.
part of the country.
but-
And
Because
you
the
get
way he
benefits
explained it
of
is
the
so
country.
good. Because what happens if you're a corporation? You sit on all this money and you say, you know what? We've been sitting on all this money. We declare a dividend. We're going to give ourselves money, right?
Yeah.
We are U.S. citizens and we sit on this global economy.
Yeah.
And he's declaring a dividend, just how the business does, and he's going to give the money back to
And we're
people.
gonna let Amazon
Which-
pay us back for every
which makes
single
sense.
I want to hear Steven say something.
I think that's a beautiful thought. I mean, honestly,
don't
if
be
it's perfect, no,
facetious when
honestly,
saying it's
I think it's
beautiful.
a beautiful idea to get $1,000 a month, blah blah blah. But let's be honest, half of the country's stupid. Half of the country's
But that has
stupid.
That
nothing
might
to
be
do
the
with
way-
buying fucking
No, it does
toilet
though.
paper.
But what am I gonna do with $1,000 if I'm
buy
stupid?
toilet- you will
All
not be stretching for toilet paper.
But it will-
50% of the nation is gonna
There's
be
toiletries.
okay.
People are gonna pay for.
No,
people
There
bro.
will be people
Be
that spend it.
serious.
No,
Listen,
listen.
honest.
There will be
you
people
go,
that
you
spend
go
it.
to the, you go any hood. Let people get a little bit of money.
Okay.
Tax
It's
return
not.
type.
It's not.
Yeah, no,
I'm
people-
talking about my people too.
Hold on.
I'm not saying
In
people.
general.
I'm not taking
Hold
about
on.
people.
But if they spend money, they're putting their money back into the local community.
doesn't matter. It's gonna
as
go
well,
back
as
into-
well, as well.
It's not going to.
Yeah, but it's-
It most definitely would not go to a different
One at a
country.
time. One at a time.
It most definitely won't go to another country.
Well, that's the thing. That's
If
the thing
it's going
that
to-
what people will argue about is that number one, first, when people hear like that people were going to get $1,000 months, the first automatic thing, without people actually looking deep into government, is like, oh, it's socialism. They like to throw that word around.
I don't think.
Well,
it's
no. A lot
socialism.
of people. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
but there are a lot of people that might look at it that way. When in reality, he's coming from an entrepreneurial background. He's all about capitalism. What he's saying is to stimulate the economy, you give the money to the people. They will put it back into the economy to help it grow. So that's how small businesses start. That's how these big corporations are going to fear that.
And just what
And they're going to use it to their advantage. They're
This
going
new
to try to.
generation-
They're going to try to get you to buy more stuff from the big companies. But
I would
what
have
is
to
going to
see it.
happen is
A lot of
that,
bankrupt companies. That shit that's
Well,
starting,
not only this, but think about it this way.
fucking
too.
Band-Aid companies and shit.
$12,000 a year. $12,000.
Yo, shut up. Hey, Jim, you gotta edit that out. That's not even cleared for
Wait,
you
hold on,
talking about that. We can't do that.
Think about it this way: we're over exaggerating too. $12,000 a year is not gonna have a kid that's 18 sitting at
Yeah,
home
no,
not
right,
getting a job.
No.
They're gonna need a job. Remember, there's freaking In-N-Out Burger in freaking San Francisco that I went to that was charging $15 an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to change your life, but what he's saying is it's going to give a lot of people that are getting automated out of their job a soft landing.
I think
it's giving
all
you
in
that
all, though,
soft landing so you're not in poverty.
They do that, everything else is gonna go up the roof from
Yeah, but
prices.
you have to
Everything's gonna be
understand-
expensive.
Yeah,
Everything's gonna be expensive.
I don't think so.
I
And I
don't.
don't think
It
so
won't.
because of
He
this
said it
reason.
won't.
Because think about, okay, if you're going to give everyone $1,000, how many people are there's like 300 million
330.
US citizens, something like
330
that, right?
million,
Over the last couple of years, we print trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars every year to get out of the recession that we had, right? And that didn't increase prices. That didn't increase inflation. We have 3 major problems that people have fought with: education, housing, and healthcare. And this $1,000 is to help you with those issues.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
$1,000 isn't going to make a hamburger more expensive than $6.
No.
It's
Well,
not
we're
because it
not
doesn't
talking
change
about
people's
a
life.
calorie more
talking
But
about
it
a
allows you
hamburger.
to pay your rent. It allows you to, and if he includes what he wants to do, like a Medicare for All program, something like
Yeah.
that, it gives you that ability to, okay, like now, like, okay, I can actually I have a little bit of flexibility. You know what I'm saying? If I have an idea, I can jump on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have that, like, cushion that a lot of people don't have.
This is so my point. Like I agree with so much of the positives that he's saying, like especially all the stuff that you explained. I definitely do kind of sit on the fence whether I like the idea of
Me
giving
too.
people money on it,
Yeah.
because I feel like my general I feel like that's an old school way of thinking too. But that's kind of like, you know, it is kind of like, why are you giving away free money? Like we as a nation, we shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
People need to not be lazy and do whatever. That is an old school way of thinking. However, I do think like the way the economy is moving, at least the way I see it, and the way I
Yeah.
think Andrew Yang has expressed, you don't want to have to do these things when it's too late. You
Yeah.
want to have to do it. You want to do it beforehand and see how it plays out, rather than being too late. A lot of people out of work, a lot of people going bankrupt, a lot of people doing whatever. Like imagine, even if obviously everybody's going to enjoy $1,000, you know, a month or extra, but you see how much that's going to help even people who have gone so much money into debt just to go to school and do college. Like that's your school payment. Like that's basically a loan forgiveness for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like if you're not using it for your rent, or if you're not using it for
Oh,
food
it's
or
going
whatever,
straight to
that's
the
loan
student
forgiveness.
loan.
Like, you know how much that
Absolutely.
frees up for people?
We'll take that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
So
I'm
like,
not, I'm not
and that's-
against it.
and
I'm
that's
not
why-
against it. I just think the thought of it is unrealistic. I'm not against it. If he's
Yeah.
found a way, if
Listen.
he's able to explain it, then all of a sudden the program comes out, I'm gonna be skeptical about it. But if it
Yeah.
works, it's gonna work. I'm not
Right.
gonna be against it.
And that's why
I
it's
may like his
interesting.
ideas. I just feel like I don't see it. I don't see how you do it. This is my view.
So it's already been done in Alaska, and it's being done now, right? And it's called an oil tax. Everyone
Right.
who lives in Alaska gets a certain minimum amount of money from the oil companies because Alaska is big in oil, right?
moving
So,
to Alaska.
and I love the way he's going with this. This is a tech tax. Basically,
Yes,
this is the tech money reinvesting their money into the society
Right.
of $1,000
Instead of planting
If it
employees.
wasn't for automation, like I'd be completely against this
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
Like I don't
there
think
you
this
go,
would be a good idea, giving people free money. But we have this issue that's coming, whether we like it or not, and people are going to need money. And UBI, Universal Basic Income, is going to be reality no matter what we do in the future. And just getting in front of the idea and not paying, and that's what we love to do because we have people. Mostly, we have our politicians aren't tech friendly and they have no idea what the fuck
Right.
is going on in the real society, the real economy. They're
do you-
so far out of touch with what's going on. They don't understand technology. They don't understand what America needs to be able to compete with other companies. So to be able to take this, we'll call it a tech tax if you want, and reinvest it in society, it has to happen.
Yeah, I think, see,
It has
you
to
put
be.
it that way. Honestly, I haven't heard him talk. Yeah, so
Yeah,
why
yeah.
the fuck are you talking?
Wait, no. Yeah,
guys- you
wait.
guys
Let me.
brought it up. So
yeah.
I
No,
didn't-
but, but it's good that you didn't hear him talk, so
No,
you're
it's
hearing his
not good.
ideas and you're reacting on like,
Yeah,
what you
so
think.
it's like
no,
it's
good.
it's fresh to me. So I'm hearing what you guys
Okay,
say. I didn't
yeah.
hear him talk.
I
And
know.
then when I go back and listen to what it says, read a little bit about him, then it'll
Yeah.
probably show up differently. But it's just hearing it for the first time,
Yeah.
the
And
ideas is kind of like okay.
and that's a challenge with any
yeah.
initiative.
It's
like,
a beautiful thought. I like the idea, but I mean, honestly, how are you gonna pull it
All
off?
right, so-
and maybe I'll figure it out.
so-
Wait, before you move on,
Go ahead.
can we? Is anybody selling automation insurance?
That's a good idea.
Hey, Jim, mute that
Ooh,
out. Jim, mute
I
that
like
out.
it.
Mute
We
that
can
out.
think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
We can.
Yeah,
I like that shit.
Edit that
Remember
shit
when?
out.
Remember when the Y2K shit? People
Yeah.
were selling Y2K insurance, and they fucking cleaned up.
Wow.
If you have life insurance, you have disability insurance. Why not have some type of automation
Automation
insurance
insurance.
if you lose your job?
All right, so if anybody out there has
So
underwriting
you're gonna go for
experience,
business the second it happens. Just
and
when
want,
hurricane
and want to cut us in, there you go. We can email me at admin.
I think I have to cut that out, bro. we gotta ask. We gotta ask. The
How much
insurance
does
people.
Alaska get paid? How many Alaskans get paid? Alaskans? Yeah, Alaskans.
I think it was-
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what it is.
Hey, shout out to
It wasn't
Glenn,
$1,000 though.
Glenn Rice ex-girl, Sarah Palin.
So good.
Oh,
You guys never heard of it?
Anyway,
But let me segue.
hold on, really quick though. Just
Okay.
how do you guys think it's gonna play out though?
He's not gonna
He's not gonna.
No, we're saying
He's getting
that-
he's getting a lot of support right now.
Yeah, and he's doing
getting
his
a lot of
rounds.
support.
But what I
He's
think,
doing
But what
his
happened to
rounds.
Bernie?
when it, but
happened
see,
to Bernie?
but
Yeah, but the
Bernie's
thing
not
about
gonna win
Bernie,
either.
Bernie had no support, and then he built the traction. Now Bernie's his big brand. Now,
But what did they do to him?
Bernie's gonna-
last
Yeah,
when
the
he was supposed to
Democratic
win, they
fucking-
slapped him. And
yeah,
then
they shitted on him with Hillary
if your boy gets the same run, then what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Slap him back down.
Because
But
he's-
that's why he's coming out now, because what he opened with on Joe Rogan's was talking about how
The Freedom.
no, he opened with Donald Trump winning the election, and that's
Oh, the
what
reason why- and he didn't
made
even shit
him
him on it. He
because he
didn't-
was like another entrepreneur. He's like, why did he win? Because he went to
knows.
those states. He went to those states that the what was it, the
Iowa.
Rust Belt?
Got amazing
He went to
marketing.
the
Amazing
Reds-
marketing.
Yeah.
Grassroots,
the red
is what they
states.
call it.
Amazing marketing.
The thing with Andrew Yang too is he's going to get a lot of Republican support because a lot of the Republicans or the Rust Belt or whatever
Yeah.
are the people that are feeling the most of automation right
Yeah,
now.
they're
That's why
working.
And
attacking
he's
him.
actually, and a lot of the times, the people they felt shitted on by Obama. Obama shitted on them. They're going to vote for Trump. Trump is shitted on them because Trump can't turn back time. No matter what he is, he can't turn back time, and he can't make
can't
coal
hide
miners a
him,
good
yeah.
job or whatever. And what Andrew Yang says is very true. Is it's ridiculous that you think you're going to take someone that's a coal miner or a truck driver and train them on how to
Right,
code
teach
and make
them how to
text.
code.
That's completely ridiculous. It's not going to happen. So that's why
And
he
it's
has the
unfair.
freedom dividend, right? So a lot of these people are resonating with his message because it's and people vote with their pocket
Yeah.
with their money at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A lot of times, so he's actually resonating with a lot of these people. And then of course on the Democratic, all the social issues, he's right there. You know, basically with
So-
what any other Democratic candidate's going to say.
So I think millennials should be paying attention.
Absolutely. They should
And
always
They're
be
I
gonna
think
be
that's
hit
the
the
important
hardest.
thing is
Yeah.
that at least his voice is heard, and then people can you just can stir the mind.
And
you know what I mean?
he's a candidate you like. He's like kind of like Obama. He's like a guy you like him. You know what I'm saying? The
He
way
did
he
something.
speaks, the way he talks, he's very eloquent with the way he speaks, and he's likable. He plays basketball too. I like him.
Oh, wait, did he? I didn't see that.
That's all he has to do.
That's all he
And
is.
Paul by
That's why Obama had a sweet J, and he was like, "Oh,
Oh,
We're gonna call him.
got my vote.
We're gonna call him Andy.
Hey, speaking of which, I'm sorry to segue something.
no,
else.
go ahead."
Segue.
PG, I like your shirt. How it's just a basketball rim with no net. But I saw a meme where which is worse, double rims or basketball net without no net?
Without no
Oh.
net. Without no
Without
Which
net.
no
one would you
net.
take?
Worse?
Which one would you take?
I would
would
rather
take the without
have
the
the double rim than the
Ooh.
no
I'd
net.
take
The double rim.
That's because Steven has a soft touch,
Yeah,
man.
I'll take the double. I'll take the double rim.
I can't.
I can't with
I
no
can't
net.
with no
But
net.
the no net, you
Yeah,
can't
you
see
can-
if it went in. You
The no
guys are just
net-
guessing.
no.
Like, was that point? What
I'm
was
gonna let
it?
you
Was
know.
it-
That is
I'll
so
let you
annoying. The
know.
no net is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like I would rather have the double rim is whatever. Double
I
rim.
think I'm switching.
Better
But-
rebounds. I'll grab the rebounds, whatever.
But I don't know.
The park should
The
be shut
Heat,
down.
the Heat logo doesn't have a net, so I'm kind of like rethinking my
burst
position
up.
right now. I'm rethinking my life right now.
you got to remember.
That's because it's on fire. What the
Exactly.
hell?
what
Come on, man.
what net is gonna withstand fire, bro?
That's true.
It's a hot
That's
fire.
true.
Are they
Come on,
still in
guys.
8th spot?
Hot fire.
We'll
Oh,
talk
man.
about that right now.
Let's not get depressing. Let's not talk about depressing news right now.
But real quick, because we were talking about engineering and automation, I was bringing up. I also put up a list of all the retail stores closing, which is one of the points that he made. That's one of the industries that's going to get hit the
Right.
hardest, besides truck drivers. So I think I was talking to Sergio about this, and Payless Shoes was like number one on the top of the list because they're closing 3,000 plus
Yeah.
stores.
Wow.
Shout out Payless.
And I was thinking, well,
Break-
obviously
break
the
it
whole
down
thing
back.
about automation is like Amazon. Amazon's killing all the stores, the small stores and everything, Main Street stores, you want to call it like that. So specifically on Payless, you wouldn't think that Payless would want to go out of business because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
They're affordable shoes for people who can't really afford too much. But if you really think about it, people are getting all their stuff on Amazon and things like that. I bet you if you ask a young kid, maybe not young millennial, but like a kid.
So after millennials.
Yeah.
After young millennials.
If you ask them, or let's say middle school or high school, I bet you they've never tried on their shoes in a store to walk around in. Their parents just got it online. And you're going to wear what I freaking give you, right? When you're at that age.
True.
So they don't even have that experience of where if you might ask us and we say, oh man, I can't buy shoes online. I got to wear it and make sure that they feel good.
Yeah.
That's
Just
going to
the
get
feet.
lost.
Yeah, I struggle with that.
That's lost to the young
You know what
the
I
new
always,
generation. They don't know about that.
You know what I always thought
That's
of too
fascinating.
as another
Yeah,
business idea is upscale. You know, because the house
gotta mute
house
this
of
out. You-
House of was it Kicks? House of Kicks is pretty dope. Like
Yeah.
you go
Yeah.
in there.
How's it kick dope?
And House of Hoops, whatever it's called. Well, all the shoes, whatever, and it looks cool. But I always thought it should be more like they put you in a nice chair and like massage chair, and they give you drinks and shit, and then they bring out the shoes you want to see, and you try them on. They put them on your feet. You walk around because it's always. I mean, to me, that was my favorite part of going shoe shopping.
Yeah.
Is going to the shoe store and you going on the wall and picking 2 or 3. It's like, I want this size, this, and that. Let me try this on. You're sitting there waiting for the dude to come out. He's juggling 4 or 5 boxes, and then mom said you could get 2 pairs. You grab 2 pairs. You try. I was like, oh shit, these are dope. It looks so fly at lunch. Yeah. You don't have that no more. You know what I mean?
Because you can go,
you go to Foot Locker and it's like one person in there, and it's it's the same old head, just like you, same age, just walking around looking at the wall, picks up the shoe with the string tied to it, hold it, then puts it back. You know what I mean? You're right. We're gonna lose that. That's another thing. We're gonna lose.
Never had
just for feet was such a dope fucking idea and concept, bro. It was like the best place to buy your shoes.
Yeah.
They had a fucking basketball court inside their fucking stores. They had, just how Steven was talking about, they had all the shoes lined up, bro. And you can just like check it out. You talk to people, and then it's just like you go there. They're playing music. Like, at the time you go there, they'll be playing like dope music at the time or whatever. And you're just chilling. The people that are selling the shoes, they know what they're fucking talking about.
I think we'll go back to that because a lot of stuff that is nostalgic like that. I mean, think about it. All the economy is the supply and demand, right? And people want the demand to be out in the open because after it gets to the point where everything's automated and everybody stays home and shop all day, they want to go out and shop again.
But because shopping has to be an experience.
I think that demand is going to.
Why do you think they have those? Why do you think they have those conventions though? These people that buy shoes, not me and you. Me and you, we shop for shoes for us or whatever. I'm talking about these dudes that buy shoes, collect them, sell them, and trade. They have these trade shows where they go and they do the same thing. It's like a swap shop. It's like a flea market.
No, but I'm saying if it goes away, people, it's not.
But they sell
away.
online.
But I'm saying it's going to come back around where people want to feel that, go out and experience the mall.
The stores that are still successful now, and I think these stores will still be around for a long time. It's where you go there and it's experience. You go there and there's people that that you like, you talk about. There's some type of expertise there that you know about.
Absolutely.
So just for an instant, let's just use an example. If you're a homeowner and you want to buy like flowers or plants or whatever, and you don't know shit about it, you're not going to buy it online. You're going to go to the store. You're going to go to Home Depot. You're going to talk to the people that know what the fuck they're talking about. I did that today. Right? And then you're going to buy it there. You're not going to go online and buy it. So the thing is, you can't just be the lazy small business store owner that just sells generic products. You have to have some type of experience. Like if you go to Davie, there's a store called it's a running store. All they sell is running shoes.
The running shoes.
It's
they
buy
did it right.
fruits.
Oh, they got it?
And the reason why it's still there and it still works is because you go there and the people sit there and they watch the way you walk. They basically put you on a treadmill. They see how you walk. They're like, this shoe's best for you. This shoe's best for you.
They sell you the dream.
Yeah, you're not going to get that because that's an experience. You go there, it's an experience. And it's very funny because Jim put me on a while ago when we were talking about it, about Gary Vee. Yeah. And he says this all the time. He was like, it's so stupid. Like Toys R Us could still be in business right now.
It's coming back.
It could have been such an
That's right.
Yeah, it's coming back. But they fucked up. It could have been such an experience where little kids go to Toys R Us and it's just basically like a little like toy store, like a fantasy land. You go there and there's like slime and there's like not Michael Jackson shit.
Yo, chill out, bro.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? The kids go there and there's something for them to do, and it's like an experience for them to go there and they're good. You're not gonna make your money anymore being the lazy dude that's just selling generic stuff that you can get on Amazon.
Right.
But like for instance, our friend, he goes to Tate's Comics. Tate's is still open, not because anyone can buy comics anywhere.
No. He don't go to Tate's no more.
No. People go.
Hey, mission accomplished. There's no need to go.
Right, but it's a comic store and it survives because they have a little community there. People
Marvel.
like hanging out there. They like that experience.
Paul's on it.
It has to be an experience.
He's
it has
on
to be an
it.
experience.
I just said that.
What I would have done.
Hold on.
What I would have done with Toys R Us would have been the same thing. Remember Blockbuster Music?
Yeah.
Where you was renting.
No. I like
Okay, where you go to Blockbuster Music, you tell them what CD you want. You grab a CD, you go to the guy. The guy opens the CD and plays it for you, and you can sit there for however long and listen to the whole album if you want.
Yeah.
Now think about that. If you had that with the toys, where a kid can come in and just play with the toy for 15, 20 minutes, and then you can just order the thing on your phone and it comes at your house. You're using Amazon, the platform of Amazon.
Like popular characters that are there that the kids can.
Hold on.
Or just do. It has to be some type of human experience that people
like
want to
the
go
brick
to
and mortar. Like the brick and mortar is only just to show you what you're gonna get, and then you can order this shit online.
Yeah.
Can I
From their store, discounted.
Hold on one second. But they've already thought of that. All these big tech companies have already thought about the experience. and that's why they have the VR headsets. So no,
VR
I'm
needs
serious.
to die
I'm serious.
and
I'm serious.
never come back.
You guys say about
I
trying on the
agree.
shoe.
My Oculus is sick though.
You think those companies aren't thinking about, oh shit, like you go on Amazon and it has the little goggle there and you click on it and then you put
You're
on your
walking
headset
your own
and then
Sims.
you basically have your shoes on the table. You go to like put them on your feet. Like you won't have the feel for it, but you could see the what it would look like on your feet. And that's coming. Like,
Yeah, because
I've thought about it. They're thinking about it.
You guys,
So that's even more YangGang 2020 fucking automation.
More
That's
automation.
fucking coming, bro.
Now you
Like,
guys-
all these people cannot have jobs and not have any money.
Hey,
know what I'm
you
saying?
guys-
I expect mixtapes to double in the next 20
Mixtapes
years.
are done already,
In the
bro.
10 years.
Mixtapes are done, bro.
No, I'm talking about people's
Dundos.
SoundCloud pages. They're gonna focus more on their rap career because they're getting $1,000 a month.
Oh, little side note. Do you think this is a millennial talk right here? Do you think SoundClick is mad at SoundCloud?
Oh my God! Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Wait, what is SoundClick? Explain.
Yeah.
Whoa,
SoundClick
how do you guys
was
not know SoundClick.
No,
That's
no.
like-
SoundClick was before predates.
That's
Yeah.
before.
All of it. SoundClick is like 2005.
Whoa.
like,
Right.
That predates SoundCloud, and I always was like, when I first heard of SoundCloud, I was thinking, oh, this is SoundClick, and it's not.
The only,
SoundCloud did a better job at distributing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
the only thing I know before like SoundCloud is Dat Piff.
Piff.com.
That
That
Piff is still killing it because they get exclusives.
I always want to ask you guys this though. I don't know if you guys are that type of people, but before you had Spotify,
Oh, you heard that?
Wait,
Did you
don't
guys
judge
hear
it.
the way he said that? Okay, now let's hear his next statement.
Yes.
Okay, so
Listen very closely
Hold on,
to what's about to happen right now.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
those people that don't have like a streaming service that plays YouTube as their music in their car, what do you say? Are any of you like that?
You get. I mean, honestly, you get it how you want.
Spotify is free, bro.
It's just weird though to see
You get
somebody
it?
on a plane.
Hey.
Like I traveled with somebody up to Melbourne for work, and no, he didn't have no title. He didn't have no Spotify or nothing like that. He literally was on YouTube.
He said no title. Nobody has no
no one
title.
has title. No one has title.
I have title. I've had titles since the start.
Unless you like getting ripped off by Jay-Z.
It's not being ripped
we
off.
found
That's where the
title. We
artist-
found titles one
They-
subscriber.
They sold them on the high quality,
Hey,
the high
listen.
definition sound.
Oh yeah,
But I do listen to YouTube because sometimes there's some like old mixtapes
Yeah.
that aren't on Spotify. So I'm like,
Okay, yeah, I give you
that's
that.
the only time I go to YouTube.
Songs that you can't hear.
No,
yes.
and YouTube-
No, but
YouTube-
people
You know why?
legit-
Because last time I was trying to listen to Nas Stillmatic freestyle when he disses Memphis Bleak and Beans.
Oh, yeah.
and it wasn't on Spotify.
And
so
YouTube
hard to find.
also has content where people are DJs and they make mixes and
Those
you
are
can
the
listen
worst.
to that. You can,
Yo.
yeah, some people like that shit.
I like that.
Somebody messed up my Biggie, my national Biggie day the other day. I put on because my phone, I had to switch a phone and I didn't want to
Millennial
download
talk.
again. Yo, some guy put the weakest mixtape for Biggie on March 9th the other day, and I was just terrible for it. I had to start over. I just
man.
took it
Well,
out.
some people have a different taste.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
I don't know.
Biggie.
No,
Not
if you-
everybody
It doesn't have to be
listens Biggie like
your playlist.
That's the
Otherwise,
problem.
you,
You can
wouldn't
listen to
listen.
it.
as long as it's Biggie, bro, that's all that
the
matters.
reviews when
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Biggie never made a bad song.
No, he.
So that could be a bad playlist if there's no bad songs.
Wait, Biggie.
Lorette- Low,
All right, no, okay. After life after death, after life after
Low-
death,
yeah.
nothing bad came out.
Low is being that guy that goes up to the DJ asking him to play a song. Like,
Yo.
No, Low is the guy. Low is the guy that goes to these just like, hey, play no. I don't want no popular songs. Just
No pop
hard
songs.
cuts. Just hard cuts.
Hard.
Then they play a popular song, and Lauren's like, man, and he gets happy because he likes the song.
That was
B-side only.
That was the guy, the last person you want be like controlling the music. Like when you're hanging out with girls, he was usually playing like some deep ass,
but-
like mixtape, like some hard ass. Like,
Put some
DMX Damien.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what is this?
It's a dope song, but timing is important.
now I was actually gonna chime in before because, like, not to sound like the old curmudgeon, but like I like not going to stores and buying shit. Like, I'm more on that side of the aisle where like I am much more of like buying shoes, putting them on. If I don't like them, I return them, and never setting foot in the store. Like I'm that guy, and I think that's more of like leaning more towards what younger millennials are used to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I know it falls with how I am. I see your point. I think the point that's interesting is how to diversify. Like if you are starting a company, how do you diversify a company to compete against the online shopping? Is that to create an experience, right? Because I think that's what Apple did early on was like how they differentiated from Dell and all them that were just building
The App
computers
Store.
super fast.
The Apple Store.
They differentiated by making their computers like very stylish, having the Genius Bar,
Yeah,
like
Apple
having
Store.
accessibility, having like
Motherfuckers flip for that shit.
right, like
The see-through computer.
right when that came out, that was like that's how they diversified. So I think having that experience is a way to diversify, but I think there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Because if you're just thinking brick and mortar and I can do this and this and that, that's almost impossible because overhead is so much higher
See,
because you have brick and mortar.
But that's what I mean. If you can get brick and mortar, okay, you can afford brick and mortar. I mean, I don't think it should just be like a store where, you know, it should be like they have some shoes there, but then you can order you can go in there, experience it, and then order your shoe for it to come the next day or something like that.
It's a good idea.
And
Yeah,
your house.
yeah,
So they don't have to have
That's
the
a good
shoe
idea.
there. The store there is just for the experience. Then at least you get
It's
the
a
experience
show-
of it.
a show.
Yeah, it's like they have like
no.
a fact like every 5 o'clock or happy hour.
No, that's
Best
good.
Buy exists for me to see the product and then price match with Amazon
Yeah,
or
Amazon,
order it on
yeah.
Amazon. and then
Yeah.
later
So it'd
on.
be similar to that where you
For
can
me.
sit there and then
And Best Buy's the next one that's going to be gone because there's no experience. when you
RIP.
go there. Like Best Buy, again, they're just kind of.
They put in your stereo.
They don't do that. But the thing is, like the Apple Store, you go to the Apple Store and it's a fucking experience.
Right.
The people there know what they're talking
and it's a
about.
fucking madhouse.
I don't know that. I don't know
And
that
it's a
experience.
madhouse
I have
because
no
of
idea.
the experience. You
That's-
go there, they show you the technology, they talk about it. You go there, you're like, oh shit, I don't understand this A, B,
It's
and
a
C.
cube with one
and someone there
one
like
button.
knows. Okay, I can help you with this. You
Yeah,
know
but
what
they've
I'm saying?
already differentiated themselves
Yeah.
that way. Like it's hard to then compete with.
Yeah,
Like
that's
then
why
if you're in that
when-
space, you have to compete against.
You ever
an
seen the?
Apple.
What is it so
you ever
hard
seen the
to
Windows
find out
store? Have
about
you ever
it?
seen the Windows store?
Yeah.
It's trash.
There's a window.
There's a Windows store.
Yeah,
it's
they
trash.
try to do
Oh,
it.
you know, I was
That's
thinking about Gateway. I got that mixed up. The
Or if you
Windows-
go to a Tesla store,
Yeah.
you can't buy a Tesla there.
Right.
You have to go online and you buy
Exactly.
it. But you go
What
there
are you
for
there?
the
You're sitting in the
experience.
car.
They want you to fall in love with it.
They want
There, there's still a human intangible that at some rate will never go
But
away completely.
what is a man? What is you as an old millennial dude that goes walking in the mall with your wife? Okay, guys don't really shop at malls. This is play it real. Okay, unless you whatever. Most guys, yeah, it's probably
17th
being a
Street
little
Ross.
what's it
I
called?
like going to the mall.
I go to Ross.
Well, I mean, I like to go to the mall.
No. I'll be
like-
that guy that.
I go into the mall to look and
I like
see
the mall.
around, but I don't shop at the mall. I don't shop at the mall ever. But I go and look and this and that. But if somebody, if I go in and somebody has like some cool setup or whatever, and they're showing you the item and they're talking about this and that, but you can't buy anything there, be like, oh shit, I'll check out the website. What's that going to make me do? I'm going to order on the thing. I can try on their clothes to see if it's not super tight on me, if it fits good, this and that,
Right.
and then I order it online. Doesn't mean I have to carry the supply. That makes it cheaper for you to, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I enjoy shopping. I like shopping at places that know what the fuck they're talking about.
Home Depot's
You know
my
what I'm
shit,
saying?
bro.
Like I like
No.
talking to people, and especially if they know what they're talking about, and it's like, and then you can just kind of like, I feel like I can learn something. I always want to learn something, right? So if I go to the store and they're very specialized and know what they're talking about, like I like the discourse. You know what I mean?
Do you think?
That's just me personally.
No, you're right. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like,
But do you think? But do you think we're the average mindset or the exception?
I don't know.
No.
That's the thing.
I don't think so. I think because now the people.
I think it's all moving to
I think
online.
the kids now.
It's moving to online. Because if you think about it, right?
They
if
do
you
their
have-
research
if
and the
you're gonna
reviews before they go in.
If
Right.
you're going to start like
Yeah,
a company
yeah.
or you're going to do something like with tech related, you're going to go that route. And then you might have some type of brick and mortar or something else just to like be like a to subsidize
To
it
me-
or whatever,
to
right?
me-
But if you don't have that technology, the only people that only go full blown brick and mortar is because they don't understand technology and they
brick and
can't do
mortar?
it, right? It's just like your regular store, like
Having a
big
building.
box, like
Having a
Best Buy,
building,
have
yeah.
See, that's it to
right?
me.
It's only you only do that if you can't do tech. No one in
Yeah.
tech is like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to do tech. I want to open up an old school store. No one says that because
Yeah.
it's a dying breed.
So what I'm
You said
saying is,
Technic?
your brick and mortar should only be your advertisement.
Yeah,
Why?
it's
Because you're
advertising.
walking in the mall. You're walking in the mall. You
But
just
that's
do
basically
whatever.
what it
That should
is.
be your
Yo,
advertisement.
and I think honestly, millennials or younger millennials don't even really care for the mall experience like we do.
No, I don't think they do.
I don't think they care
Well,
for the
that-
mall experience.
yeah, that's-
Well, you got to remember, like the mall was for us growing up.
It was
the mall-
social.
Well, the mall, yeah,
You go
the
to-
mall
you
was
go
the
to
way
talk to
we-
girls.
Was the way we saw friends, the
Yeah.
way we talked to
Tried it.
girls, the way we did anything. Like
Get free
now,
corn dogs.
Yeah.
yeah, now legit, like these guys sit in their living room all day long or their bedroom and they're talking to whoever they want to talk to. Like that's not something we.
Or
do.
they'll be out
Actually-
in public next to the person, but talking to them on the phone.
If not for the mall, I wouldn't have ever rode the
56.
No, the 36.
Oh, 36, yeah.
Yeah, the bus.
36 took
the
you to Broward-
public
Broward Mall.
transportation.
I always
I
rode
learned
the-
how to ride that when I was.
I rode the
young.
16.
All the way.
And now,
That's
I
pretty-
mean,
In Pompano?
public transportation
16 was
is
in
a
Pompano.
thing of the
That's
future.
dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's why now you go to any mall, you see empty stores because nobody they move in for a couple of months and they leave. It's
I
too
think
expensive.
no, but it's strange because that's where women will go on the weekend and stuff just to show.
No,
themselves
they're
off.
shopping online too. My wife, you know how
but they
many
wanna be
Amazon
seen,
boxes I
though.
get? They don't do that no more. Women don't do that no more.
This is how-
Instagram is a new.
My
Okay, so Instagram is where
every
they show
week,
themselves off.
every fucking week, there's like 10 to 12, 15 boxes of Amazon on my
chill out.
doorstep.
She's not here to defend
Yo.
herself.
No, it's the truth. You agree with it.
And I'm the person that said I enjoy shopping at the mall and I like the discourse or whatever. I still buy most of my shit online nowadays.
Right,
And it's coming. I have Amazon boxes coming 3-4 times a week.
I
Honestly,
got 3 coming Monday,
But the
if they
thing
don't
is,
come tomorrow.
Like you can
got-
see
I
if
got
you agree
one.
with this or
Nice.
not. This is the way I see like the future, and I think it could be actually better. The only thing is just gonna be fucking restaurants everywhere because people eat out more than ever, right?
People don't cook.
Unless you have a
Uber Eats.
specialized store that could be open, we're not gonna have gas stations anymore. We're gonna have a lot more trees. It's gonna be more beautiful, and there's gonna be fucking restaurants everywhere. That's
With
the only
the-
thing that's gonna
or
survive.
With an extra
Or-
$1,000 a
but-
month.
but if-
YangGang.
In the small specialized store that are really good at what they're doing, restaurants. That's what's gonna be our landscape.
Texas de
I
Brazil.
don't know, man.
Steven, you know-
Postmates and
Steven, I told
Uber
you-
Eats have
I told
Take
you.
it off,
I told
man.
you
Yo,
my
they're taking my
restaurant
money
Get-
every single
bring
day.
money. I mean, bring the food to my.
Well, that's
my
entrepreneurship.
place.
I told Steven my restaurant idea, so we have to take that off air.
Oh,
but
okay, here we go,
tell
here we
you.
go.
We'll take it off air on that. But
Can I make a quick little tangent right here since we were talking about the mall? I'm pretty sure goes all throughout America, but those little kiosks in the middle of the
oh
mall.
god,
How big of a money laundering scheme is that? Nobody is
buys that
buying
shit.
phone cases from those people. Or no. Okay, you might
to-
not believe in that.
go to
but
Sawgrass.
I will, okay,
People would be making money out
There's
there.
a mall over here, big
they're
internet.
using cameras that from 2002.
Yes, exactly. There are.
Hey, you want to take a picture? I was like, bitch, I have a better camera than you in my pocket.
Wait, hold on. Let's give it a little context. Yeah, so there's a kiosk there. Still exists in Sawgrass, and they have the old JVC. I even remember the camera because when we were making videos back in high school, like we always wanted that one from Brandsmart. They're still using that to snap pictures of people walking by, and they have a little monitor there. And they're like,
Forest
"Oh,
quality.
look, you want this?" And we'll put it in a frame. It's like, what? I have a
Yeah.
freaking like iPhone in my pocket. Like,
Yeah, but you know, it's the rent there is probably for them is mad cheap.
The rent is cheap. All right.
Yeah.
That's not even.
I know,
Sawgrass.
I
They
got no
know,
sales.
I know a couple people that run kiosks like in malls, and if you're in the right malls, like Aventura Mall, it's all tourists.
Yeah.
They come there.
That's what they want.
The guy that always told me, he said it's always Christmas in July when all the tourists comes in July, and they just buy all this
Anything,
fucking
yeah.
shit in the
'Cause they don't
That's
know.
why-
They don't know.
all the fucking.
That's why
shit
you
in
see
the
people
kiosk.
with the
but
luggage.
the people
Yes,
you know are the
the
people
people
that
with
do
luggage.
money laundering schemes. I'm just letting you know that you have
it's
more
laundering.
probability of.
All right, can I tell you? Can I tell you why? Can I tell you another
For your
one?
local?
Can I tell you another one?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do mattress stores still exist?
Oh my god! I just said that on my way
So
here.
somebody, I don't know about this. I don't
they
know
were
about
open
this.
at 7:00 at night too. And
Wait.
it's like, what are they doing?
See, I guess I'm in the minority because I don't know about this. I didn't know that people are buying mattresses from like Amazon or online. and
Right.
they come
That's
to
how
you.
I got mine.
I didn't know about that. Everybody supposedly is doing that now.
I would never.
He looks-
That's one of the things. Like I would never buy online. Just me personally. Like I would,
would
wanna,
like to try, yeah.
lay on it and
Yeah.
try it out.
it
But just personally, and I know you probably bought
I
yours
did buy
online,
mine.
right?
It's amazing.
I'm with you on that, PG. Like
I gotta feel it. I gotta
didn't know
touch
about
it.
that.
I
I
gotta.
didn't know.
Okay, but why the fuck?
You gotta sleep
Why
on
the
it.
fuck is like almost every new retail space I see like
money laundering.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. It's like, why the fuck is there a mattress? Why is there a mattress thing here? Like
The
they have
money's
to
in
be
the
laundered.
mattress.
We've watched a lot of Breaking Bad. Is what happened.
Like, it
Listen,
makes no
everybody-
sense.
If it's only a cash only mattress store, then
It just to me it makes no sense. How does your business exist right now? Like
Exactly.
because it's not like a product that people are buying often, and even so, it's like
I never understood
I don't know.
the
Like
markup has to be huge on mattresses.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
They probably make those mattresses for like $80 and they sell it
Yeah,
for
but
like
you
$600.
see, have you ever been to the Sleep Number store? That place is sick. The Sleep Number
The
store.
one.
Yeah, but see, again, that's a
But I've never
specialized
walked
store.
in.
Specialized
They've done a
store.
very
Oh,
good
they are
job of
specialized?
making an experience.
Yeah.
You
The place
go
is
there,
sick, yeah.
you lay down, they make the bed go up, they go down, you like sit in. It's a whole fucking.
I don't disagree with it. I just don't understand when new retail spaces
Like
and there's always a fucking
Mattress King, like Mattress
yeah,
King.
I get excited. Like I'll see like especially down here in Florida, there's like development going on all around. So like when I see a new lot get bought up and they start building something, I'm always excited to see what it is. And if it's a mattress store, I get so mad. I'm like, why? Why? You could have done anything here. Like you could have done anything to build the economy or
Yeah.
make people's lives better here, but you want to put a fucking mattress store. It makes no
A
sense.
laundry mat.
It makes me unreasonably mad.
Cash cow.
Laundry
It's a cash
laundry.
cow. That's
That's
money
a double
laundering.
cleaner.
So turn in next week when we tell you more crimes to do, make more money.
Ozark.
Oh Lord.
Speaking about crimes, anybody see the Full House lady get arrested?
Ooh, ouch.
I'm Becky. That was my crush.
Yeah, that was mine too. I saw the name. I saw the name in the headlines or whatever.
But can you say
And I
that
was like, holy cow.
like my reaction, I think Lo mentioned it earlier, is kind of like I didn't understand. Initially, I didn't understand the outrage or like what the big deal was, because I was like, well, don't rich kids always
Yeah,
pay to get in
exactly,
school? Like that was
exactly.
always
Yeah,
that.
I think
I
that's
didn't think it was a big deal at all. Like this,
I think that's the sentiment.
But once the scandals started opening up and seeing how many people were actually paid off, like how much of a scam it actually is, like they're paying coaches to say these kids were athletes when they never played the sport. Like that's crazy. And then they're hiding it from the kid. Like the kid went to an interview and like the person asked him, I was like, oh, so how about your track career? He's like, oh, I don't run track. Like the kid had no idea.
And then
so,
also,
like,
if you think about it, the kids they're taking their scholarships away from, or the schools are
that's fucked up.
are fucking kids that can go to any school and do the same exact thing. They can go to any school and be successful. But you know why? Because they're smart kids.
Right.
They're affecting only kids that score a high. They're not affecting anybody else. There's not nobody that's from like Harvard and shit, like Yale. That's the schools that they messed up, right? That's the schools that they were cheating on or whatever.
USC was a
Stanford
big
or
one.
Yeah,
and,
USC. So they're taking away spots from smart kids that can go anywhere else and be great as well. So that's why I'm like, they been did this shit. Rich people have been getting their way for everything. So really, is it that much? But then all the fucking receipts, the money they paid, all that shit. So they deserve to go to jail. But at the same time, it's kind of like, duh, this shit's been going on.
These big schools, bro, they're fucking dirty, bro. They're so nasty, dirty with the way their politics they run. If I was running for president, bro, I'd tax the shit out of those huge endowments that they have.
PG gang.
They got too much.
Those
gang, 20
those
gang.
universities are sitting on millions of dollars and they're exploiting so many people with student loans. It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Andrew Yang had something for that.
I have to see what he has to say about that shit.
Oh, he did?
But
Talk about
oh,
Wait,
he did.
when's the first debate? It's like later this year.
I don't know, but he's already got enough votes to be like part of it.
Part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I hear no bullshit, fucking. And you know what? And another thing. All right, I'm gonna get off the subject, but I'm not voting for anyone that I don't like no more. I'm tired of this fucking Reddick.
Yeah.
Like I like this dude. I'm voting for people that I like.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be forced into voting for the worst of two evils no more.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Who forced you? Who
That
forced your
means-
hand?
well, that's
I've been voted for. I mean,
I-
long
That's
time.
that's technically what the preliminary is for. You vote the right person. That's the reason why.
Yeah, but if your person doesn't
Fucking
win,
Hillary
then you
Clinton
still.
again.
Yeah, but the thing is that people doesn't even know that much about the preliminaries. That they would have voted for if
Bro,
everybody voted for.
Do you
Bernie
think that's
Sanders.
changing?
What you call it would never made it.
Do you think that's changing? Do you think more people are paying attention?
I think so because everybody.
I think
The
so.
biggest
social
issue
media
of
is-
the reason why Trump got voted in is because they're like, wait, so what happened to Bernie Sanders? Well, he wasn't voted in the preliminaries, so he wasn't the top candidate for the Democratic Party.
I was like, when was the preliminary vote?
Exactly.
It's
So
like,
people.
asshole.
That's why, especially when for Florida governor, when that came around, that's why everybody were
was a big
focused
turnout,
on
big
that, only on the preliminary versus the actual one. So I mean, people are understanding the process of it because
The whole thing is what I'm gonna say. If anyone listens out there, he's first starting. This is the first thing, but you can't let people bully you into saying that he's never gonna be president. Like fuck your dreams, fuck what
No,
you
in all
believe in.
honesty-
You have to vote for Bernie, or you're gonna have to vote for Joe Biden, or whoever. No, fuck that shit.
Joe
Don't
Biden's
let no
gonna
one.
vote?
The
I
only-
don't know if he's gonna run that, but you have to vote
The-
for the person that you believe in, or else there's no point in voting. It's
The
all
only
bullshit.
thing that Donald Trump's presidency made that possible. That anyone
Anybody
from
can
any
win.
background now
Anybody
can
can
win.
Yeah.
Because before it was only a certain type of people could win.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, and even Barack Obama was a part of that certain type of people.
Establishment.
Wait,
He was a part of that. He was a
Mortal
part of that
Kombat?
establishment, even if he was black. He was a part of that.
He was.
That group when
It's-
you
it's-
see
didn't
those
expect-
kids in
you
school,
didn't
you
expect-
see those kids in school. They're like, that kid's gonna be something.
Wait, you said
I think
And he was a part of that group.
I think along-
now, hold on. Now with Trump, he's broken that bridge down, or to be, funny, that wall of people, just normal people being
pun.
president.
Oh,
So
pun.
you have to be like
That's a big
careful
pun.
who you vote for now, because it could be anybody.
That's
But
nice.
then that also gives somebody the opportunity, someone who is probably really, really good, an opportunity to become the
That's
president.
nice.
I
That's
don't wanna
nice
be a player
wordplay.
anymore.
That's nice wordplay.
Yeah, that's- I
no,
don't
but
wanna be a player
I agree with you, and I think that electability factor, I think, was one of the things that like killed Bernie's chances, because it was kind of like people thought, like, we have a friend that says Bernie was never going to go because he wasn't electable, because certain group of people wouldn't never vote for no Jewish guy. Like, I look at it as like, that's crazy, because look who actually did win. And there's so many reasons why people shouldn't have voted for him, but he, whatever. So you're right. It killed that whole who's electable because of whatever profile you think is a portrait of what should be an electable president. But yeah, I agree with that. I just think to PG's point, people listening out there is do your research and find who you like and then vote for that person and then just follow through with the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like your person might win, your person might not win, but then follow through and still see what aligns to your thing. Because at some point it does come down to, all right, it is just two choices at some point.
Yeah.
But you do have to find where you align.
It just bothers me when people say that you can't vote for who you want. You have to vote for this person.
That's crazy.
Or else you're basically electing the other person, right? And that's the point a lot of people already make. Like, oh, if you're not going to vote for Bernie,
votes away.
you know what I'm saying? You're taking votes away. But no, that's bullshit, bro. Then the whole point of voting it doesn't exist and it doesn't really fucking matter to anyone anymore. You know what I'm saying? You have to vote for the people that you really want to vote for.
All right, so we had our political episode today. So
Steven, what are your Bears doing for this free agency?
Oh, good.
They made some nice little pickups. They filled up some holes that they needed to fill up. Ha Clinton Diggs. Welcome to the Bears.
He left the Green Bay Packers just to go to play.
No, he left the Washington Redskins. He was playing with.
He even left there. I didn't even pay attention to that.
So we also picked up a couple safeties, some good nickel safeties. Can't remember the names right now. But my favorite pickup was Cordell Patterson. I feel like he's a weapon. This is the difference between you know why you say no. Okay, he's a system player. Yeah, he's a system player, but he's perfect. He's a perfect system player for us because he can run that. He can run the Tyreek. Kansas City, the one that just got in trouble.
He just got fired. He got arrested.
Tyreek Hill. He can run that position. He can play running back. He can run. Yeah. You saw him do it against the Patriots, and he's perfect for our system. I'm not saying he's anything but a system guy, but he's perfect for our system. That's what I'm saying. Because the Bears are the Kansas City 2.0. You said we are. We're Kansas City 2.0. We had the same lineup and everything.
I know. Lo just kind of wound Steven up for a second.
Relax. Don't talk about the Bears. Let's talk about the Bulls.
The Bulls.
Wait. Talk about the Dolphins. Who did they just pick up?
Rest in peace, Ryan Tannehill.
They picked up Ryan Tannehill again?
No.
Rest in peace.
RT17.
We're tanking, bro.
All right, we got to wrap up. Any final thoughts?
I just wanted to. I didn't want to be biased about this, but I'll just put it out. What is this about Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? Go ahead. You can tell me. Because I know he's
cleared by National Geographic following sexual misconduct investigation. My boy, my idol. I'm really just glad that this got cleared because I was really sad when he got charged when he was in the Me Too scandal. And I'm glad to find out that he wasn't charged for it because he's someone that I always look up to. And he was like, wow, this is like someone that I respect. And for that to happen to him and it needs to be cleared, like,
right.
I can sleep good tonight. I'll sleep good tonight. I have to read the whole article and make sure it's not so bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But that's my boy.
Shouldn't he be cleared by the police department as far as
this is a scientist,
National Geographic?
No, because matters. No, that's what it is.
No, because this is where I would specifically want to talk to the populace. If the whole country is listening to me, I'm speaking to you, especially the younger people. Right, especially the younger people, right? Because I hate the idea of somebody creating outrage on social media or whatever for whatever cause. I agree with the Me Too movement that it's a valid cause, but I hate the creating an outrage and then killing somebody's career from it without reading the context. Yeah. Because I think it's very dangerous because it may not always be criminal. In this case, it's not a criminal, but you're killing people's livelihoods when you do this kind of thing. So I appreciate seeing a company backing their person and looking into whatever. I didn't read the whole article. I didn't read the article yet, but that's what it sounds like. And my example is the whole James Gunn thing with Disney. Like, they just hired him back to be able to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And it's kind of like they admit they made a mistake by overreacting to reaction. Yeah. And I think that hopefully there aren't professional people that are professionally being offended at everything. Mm-hmm. Just chill for a second.
Review the evidence.
Yeah. Find context.
Yeah.
And yes, people who do bad things need to be punished, of course. But you can't compare one situation and everything that falls close to it is as the same, you know? That's it. I just wanted to make sure that people realize what context is.
I like your point.
Thanks.
Boom shakalaka.
Anybody else?
YangGang 2020.
Yeah, I got
Oh, Loren.
Yeah.
Sorry, before we close, Lo had to take a little nap, and I told him that when he woke up to tell us the little dream that he might have had.
Which one was that?
I don't know. That's why I said you had 5 minutes to really.
No,
talk about it.
I didn't. I wasn't dreaming. Was I talking in my sleep? I wasn't talking.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Loren is just waking up now, just to let you guys know.
And that's another.
I'm exhausted.
That's another episode
Listen
of
to the
OMP.
beat. Listen to the beat.
Listen to the beat. Copy it down. You know, whatever.
Oh.
Check us out
That's available.
on Twitter.
Give a little
Check
5
us
second.
out.
Give a little 5 second so producers out there can loop it and
Yeah.
freestyle on
Let
it.
it ride.
Get a little remix.
This is only for promotional
check it
use
out.
only.
Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on Apple Music. Check us out on Google. Check the Twitter out. I'm the real EST. Realist EST. Anybody?
Send your hate mail L Kuren.
This is Jim.
I need a more like mine's so professional. It's terrible. Like, I can't even say it. It's like Paul A. Gabriel CPA.
I'm sorry,
Esquire.
I'm gonna have to take from the young millennials and say, "Don't at me."
Yeah.
Well, if you want to at me, it's at Jimothy Goods on Twitter, also Instagram and all that fun stuff. And if you want to write to the show, it's admin at oldmillennialspodcast.com. Please feel free to write and
Yes.
comment. Please comment, subscribe.
Yeah, we wanna hear-
every comment, any rating you give us helps us go up in the range so people can find us. So if you like us,
So we can
please,
get ads.
please subscribe and share.
We need the ad money.
yeah, we need to add money. And
Then we don't need $1,000 a month
Yo,
dividend.
real quick, rest in peace to the people that passed.
Yes, shout out.
From getting shot by this crazy dude. It was a hate crime, it was a terrorist crime.
Please love each other.
From
Spread
my
love.
Muslim friends, my Muslim brothers, stay strong. I know it's hard out there for you guys. For everybody else that's going through a tough time, find someone to give you a big hug. And we love you over here. Stay loving each other. Stay
Spread
loving yourselves.
the
And
love.
till next time, peace.
Peace. Holla.